Hello and welcome to Drawing Under the Influence, third of 5 sessions that we're doing, depending on how drunk I get. If you do not know how this show works, I really have no idea what's being played on the background anymore. It sounds like panpipes of some sort. Right, so what numbers should I go for this time? If you don't know the show, I take a drink, I make a suggestion for a number, I get something to draw, and I've got 10 minutes to draw it in. It's the fun drinking game I play by myself, and also can broadcast to tens of people over the internet.
You have fun.
10 people, maybe, potentially.
10 little fans watching on the screen. 10 little fans watching on the screen. Then if one should go offline.
Yeah, okay. So thank you.
As soon as I said that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that because Malt's left you. Thanks, Squatto. So let's do. Yes. So let's do number 6 then.
Number 6. Again, I'm not the one who actually came up with this suggestion. Again, I'm not the, and this is not the same person as before. All they needed to said was fix it and leave it to you.
Okay. Well, we've had Mounts disappearing, but look who's turned up instead.
But yeah, if you want to cut that number or whatever, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think we've had a bit too much Fixer in the stream as it is.
So move number.
Move the number to down 1.
Which would be 8.
No, I just chose number 6. So down 1 would be number 5.
Ah. Yeah, so. Okay. But well, both of them will fix them anyway. So. The Vixen, you're gonna really gonna hate this one. The Vixen Goddess. Those wings.
Can we move it down one more to number 4? Sorry, I like to keep number of Vixens I do in a stream down to a minimum. It's the same way I try to keep other requests down to a minimum. I think
so you want to go with 4?
Yeah. Don't tell me it's another one.
No, it's not.
Okay. 4's a bonus round. I can deal with a bonus round right now, okay? So, we'll go with 4, and whatever number 5 turns out to be.
Which is the Vixen Goddess.
What? No, I'm going with the bonus round, which is number 4.
Okay.
Right, and then whatever number 5 of the bonus round turns out to be.
I've got to, here's the thing. Then I have to do a quick count to make sure that because last sent a shitload of no ideas.
Roll a d20. Actually, that would be a better way of doing it. Do you want me to roll some dice?
I'm just trying to do a proper count of what we've done. I think what we've done and what those suggestions have been. Particularly because we haven't actually uploaded all the art too, so I don't know if it's done. Um, no, but,
And the irony is, Lass isn't here at the moment.
I know. I think there's 3 of them we haven't done.
Okay,
That is from the original list.
okay. Number 1 then.
Number 1, Borg Mermaid. We haven't done that yet, have we?
Bald mermaid.
Borg.
Borg mermaid. That sounds interesting. Let's do that one.
Okay, so let's that done.
Right. Have you got the timer up?
Yep. I'm not duck out for a few seconds, so...
Okay. Right, so in 3, 2, 1, begin.
And I'll be back.
So, I suppose I actually better talk whilst I'm doing this. I'm not very good at talking by myself, so I'll just make kind of like puns and just make references to things. This sounds like the Pokemon theme song. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Me, I know it's my destiny. You teach me and I'll teach me. I forgot what the lyrics were. I'm just warning anybody who's coming in at this point who doesn't understand what's going on. I've been drinking. And I'm drawing at the same time. Haha. I'm operating a drawing thing without a license and whilst drunk. Boop. This is the most interesting thing ever, is listening to me, even not breathing heavily through my nose, at least like making noises to go along with the music that's going on in the background. Squat's coming back. Come on, we'll just pretend we're talking about him behind his back. So, yes, Andy's. That's why. Pardon me. That's why the theory of life is. Doesn't work if he's not actually come back yet. And yeah, that's Squatto. He's a real right terrible person. We all think he's. Oh, Squatto, are you back?
Did you really come back? Which is interesting because I thought I muted myself.
We weren't talking about you behind your back at all.
Sure you weren't. Sure you weren't. 450. Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
I think it's the topic we talked about.
I screwed up here.
What did you do to fuck up?
I did the colouring. I did the inking on the wrong layer. And my colouring has gotten a lot more slapdash.
Fine. Someone's done Disney princesses in Fallout. So we've got to admit that was one I could have seen coming. Yeah, I'm not really fond of much news wise at the moment. It's very strange. That's why I'm being slightly silent.
That's okay, I'm being very silent myself. I think this is almost done, which is surprising.
Okay, fair enough. Time 7:57. No, you got time. Unless they did the tail. 7 o'clock the tail.
There we go, that'll do. Kill a fish. move on to the next one. I think I'm only going to do 8 pictures tonight.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on to the next one, shall we?
You try to technically pick out 2 of them without paying too much close attention.
Let's do number 12.
Number 12, Quokka infestation.
Oh,
Now,
what?
the question you're going to be asking you,
What's the... Sorry? What infestation?
a Quokka infestation.
A
Quokka.
a croaker.
Quokka.
Could you type that out in the chat, please?
Actually, the requester can actually is the one that puts that in, types that in. I was making sure the person is there, since they are the one that requested, they should be the one that types it out for you.
Okay.
And yes, I am pronouncing it correctly. If someone goes, it's not correct. No, I am pronouncing it correctly. I know the person is there, but it's not talking.
They're not answering.
Okay, short version, because yes, the Sanders, he's confirmed to I think the knives will make him. Your request Quokka infestation has been fixed. Killerfish has no idea what that is because he's never heard of the creature before.
No, that's because I'm slightly completely out of it.
So
And
it's meant to be typed in the chat, and that's why I typed to you so you could type it. You could type it in.
please, we'd appreciate that.
Actually, it's more because of the fact that if you know what the person actually did, it can be the one that types the request in.
Yeah. Right. You know, I reckon...
Infestation, that's the one you're meant to be typing out.
Right. I reckon this whiskey and coke needs a bit more vodka.
I keep being informed by someone that they've got the audio off.
They've got the audio off. Who listens to our show without the audio on? Apart from, you know, everybody.
So yes, I'm going to wait until I confirm that person is actually hearing what Elizabeth is saying. I've got all day.
I haven't. I've got to...
Do you have the sound on now?
Are you sure?
The text is being straight. Anyway, Quokka infestation. You were the one that requested Quokka infestation. Silverfish wants you to type out that because he doesn't know what a Quokka is, and he wants to know it's being done correctly. And yes, I'm Australian. An Australian creature, it is said correctly. And yes, I did actually make sure I looked up online because of the fact that the Quokka itself is on the other side of the country to me. And it's an Australian creature. Quokka, it's basically like a wallaby or a kangaroo. Semi-related. No, not silk. That way.
Killerfish is confused. Scotto used confusion. It was super effective.
Fine. Quokka. Because the ones I'm doing it.
T-U...
Q.
T... Hang on.
Q.
This is going to be one of those massive outtakes, isn't it? Wait, I've heard this one before. I want to switch CDs because that one's played a few times before. Hang on. Hey, we've got Tej on the thing, so... Right. Could you just spell out each letter for me, what I'm supposed to be drawing?
Q.
Yeah. U.
Screen's flying up to me at the moment. There we go. Q.
Q.
First letter is Q.
Q, okay.
Q.
Yeah.
You have a U.
Yeah, I've just switched it to a Q. Trust me. Stream's just being a little delayed.
Very delayed at Q.
Yes.
Very. Anyway, yes. Q. U.
Q. U.
O.
O. Double K.
A.
Right, okay.
Sorry, this is a Quokka.
I have no idea what one of them is. I'm just going to make up a mythical creature and call it that.
I told you, it's basically a wallaby.
We'll see how I do. Right.
It's basically a cat-sized wallaby.
A cat-sized wallaby. Right, okay. What am I supposed to be doing with it again?
Infestation of them.
Okay, right. Could you could you start the timer, please? In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, this is a real species for the record.
Don't get me bogged down in things which are real. Why would I ever want to have real things? Why isn't there music playing? I demand music of the panpipe variety. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I actually linked an image of their faces anyway there. So basically these creatures are similar to wallabies and kangaroos. They kind of were on the mainland. They apparently had a bigger range, but they've been basically knocked down to largely just Rockness Island off the Western Australian coast. They've kind of started to come back to the mainland after being reintroduced recently. The size of them is, they tend to be about 2.5 to 5 kilograms and tend to be around 40 to 54 centimetres. Highest can go as about 90 centimetres.
They have fangs and also massive claws which they use to kill babies with.
Nope.
Well, my ones do. And that's all that matters.
Although they have no fear of humans. But yeah, they basically are down to that part because of the fact that they're very timid, well, they're not timid, they're very, they have no fear of humans. The low-level top creatures, and they've basically been hunted out by pests, particularly foxes.
Pardon me.
So, yeah.
There's an infestation of them. Hurrah! Yes, I might be cheating slightly here.
I have a safe bet they're going to be made to redo this image in future. Because we've got them totally wrong.
I know.
Because it has happened before when you've just gone, fuck it, and done your own thing and people claim. Because you can't treat these as one of the cutest things in the world. It also makes it hilarious for people because of the fact that the creature of Australians are people like, oh, it's one of the cutest things in the world, except for Australia. So everyone thinks Australia's filled with fangs and claws and spiders and stuff like that because of the fact that there's no other dangerous animals outside of Australia.
No. There isn't.
Except the people from Rupi is how apparently as dangerous people suggest.
I'm lazy and drunk. What more excuses do I need? The lady in red. No, I've constantly said it. I don't think there's actually another show quite like this one, where we just like kick back and just do absolutely random stuff.
That's kind of fun. Right, bit on the side, I was looking for stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
They had, it's been just announced recently that well, it's kind of been known for a while, but the bit that's made it particularly interesting is basically there was this Dutch postmaster.
Yeah.
And what's made it interesting is he just found locked away somewhere was all these thousands of letters that he had that were never actually delivered.
Whoops.
And these letters are everything from lovers sending letters to their other ones, merchants doing banking transactions and large orders being sent, religious icons communicating with singers and all this type of stuff, and spy notices and messages being relayed back and forth.
Whoops.
So, yeah. The big thing is that all these letters they have, and they're going to try and open them up and transcribe them so that people can actually see and understand how people from that era communicated. The bit that makes this particularly interesting is that it's going to be rather difficult since they don't want to actually open these letters. Why? Because the thing at the time was that people used to not actually the letter they themselves they used to write, they fold them in together and sealed them.
Oh.
And then send that off.
Okay.
So effectively, the letter itself is the envelope. Hence why the historians that are playing with this are trying to actually read the data without actually not opening these records up.
So they're doing something like a high-res MRI or a or something similar to.
They haven't quite said how they're doing it, but something along those lines. Some people half joking and go, "Hey, NSA's got some experience in this type of stuff."
Right, this is the. What's my time on this one, please? I've really not put too much effort into this at all.
40.
640. Right, we're going to call this one short and then move on to the next two, because this one really kind of dragged on in the trying to describe what it was phase, which was a combination.
You had no idea what it was.
I had no idea what we were going on about. Right, so I will stop recording and we'll move on to the last one. Thank you very much. Drawingundertheinfluence@gmail.com if you have suggestions.